Unbloody-leavable. Right. In a moment which beggars belief, I've not hit record. I've hit record and I'm watching myself back and I thought, oh, I'll put it in this little editing thing and I get it going on. I'm just going to have to check that it is actually coming through this time. And I'd not turned the badger on. So I'd brought him in, I'd brought him on, I'd brought him over, and I'd not turned him on. I'd not turned my badger on. So you know what time it is. Get that badger in and on and over here and make sure he's turned right on. Turn that badger right on. We're not checking though. We never check if the badger's turned on. We only check at the end. That's the problem. We should be checking on the badger more often. And there was some pelters in there as well. I'm certain that last video was viral content flecking everywhere. But it is what it is. You know what time it is. Ain't nobody down round here. Get that badger in and on and over here. We're in, we're on, we're over, we're off. Quick shit vid. I've got a couple of shout outs to do for my members. Gloves are off, sweet science. And shout out to Rich Sullivan. Sorry, badge. Not only is it turned on, I'm smashing him up now. And I've got a few shout outs to do for people that have bought my single, which is out on Friday, which I've already discussed in the video that is silent. Silence! So no longer silence. This is serious stuff. 19th on Friday, the track comes out. There is a link below in the bio. Please click it to help a brother out. Go buy my single. 79p, change your brother's life. Shout out to War Piglet, my Spanish brother Santi, and shout out to Sammy T, who's all the way in Australia. We've gone global, baby! Fucking Spain, fucking Australia, fucking Burnley. So, England. I've lost my voice a bit, but it's not actually through shouting necessarily. I think it's just through losing my voice. Yeah, briefly go over that again, which I have already gone over in the previous video, which was silent! But, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, I thought the game was good overall. To be fair, I feel like I'm repeating myself, which I am, but I also can't remember what I said. So it's not really like repeating myself, but it's frustrating because I don't know what I haven't gone over. But this video is not silent! So we should be able to move. I thought it was a good game overall. I think we're suffering slightly from Southgate syndrome. I don't really want to bash him too much. It's hard to sort of, you know, disagree with the fact that he's got us to however many finals, semi-finals. I've had some good times with him, but I do think his day is done. I must say, I do think. My only issue is who do you bring in? Because ultimately, you know, they're talking about Sean Dyche, which would be not only horrendous, it'd be really annoying as well. Because he's whack to me, so I'd rather keep Southgate in. Talking about Klopp, that'll never happen. There's bloody, what's his face, that scum fan online, Goldridge, or whatever he's called. He's saying he wants Klopp. Well, of course you do. Everybody wants Klopp. Everybody wants Guardiola and Klopp. But if you had Klopp in assistant manager, Guardiola manager, and then head coach, I don't know, Arteta or something, you'd be laughing, wouldn't you? But it ain't going to happen. But yeah, we're better when Cole Palmer came on. You always knew, like, you know, it was going to be a tough game. I don't actually buy into this thing where Spain are better than us. I just think they play a better style of football. They don't have any particularly, like, I know they've got a few world-class footballers. Ain't no doubt about it. But allegedly, so do we. I'm looking forward to it just being over, truth be told. I love England as a country, but I'm a Leeds fan. That's my football. That's where I find all my joy in football, or turns out to be a lot of the time, a lot of the hurt in football. Even though I try not to get hung up on the hurt, it's all about love, baby. I'm all about that love. Love in linguistics. That's what I'm about, baby. All about that love in linguistics. Love in linguistics. Love in linguistics. God, he can sing. He can sing. Make 'em laugh, make 'em cry. Anyway, but yeah, so that's my England thing. We were better when Cole Palmer came on. Watkins came on. I thought Kane got too much shit, but it wasn't very good. To be fair, I thought Southgate said something ridiculous when he said we struggle to get Kane up to speed. Then why is he there? Like, why is he starting every game if he's not up to speed, bro? It's the final of the Euros. And you're saying a player isn't up to speed when we've got Tony sat on his thumb. And, you know, he's a similar striker to Kane, who is fully fit. And Watkins, who's a different striker that gets him behind, in and on and over. But Gordon didn't get a whiff after he said that he thought it were good that the fans were being negative because they expect more of us. I'm sick of Jude Bellingham rolling around on the floor, so I'm looking forward to not having to watch that anymore. I think he's a little bit overhyped, if I'm brutally honest, on a popular opinion. I appreciate it. I think he's excellent, but I think he's a bit overhyped. It is what it is. I wish we'd have taken a left back and then waited for Shaw to come back, and I've been fine with that. But just take a fucking left back. Ultimately, you know, teams, every other country doesn't do that, where we're wedging people in. We don't really need to do it. Trippier's decent, but he's not a decent left back. There will be a left back in the Premier League who's a Premier League standard. Not going to light the frigging Euros up. It doesn't have to. Just get someone that's a decent left back. Come on, man! Come on! I'm cutting this video in, yes. I need your help. Do not forget about me. Save a brother's life. Hit the link below in the bio. Ain't no doubt about it. But yeah, quick shit vid. This is Leeds, innit? Leeds starts on Friday against Harrogate. I'm not going because I don't really like Harrogate. I don't like going back. I used to work a lot in Harrogate. Got a lot of history in Harrogate. I don't really like going there. So I won't be there for that. But I will be at the Valencia game. Valencia! The German games are still behind closed doors. But whistle up your Barcelona. Newcastle have apparently spun in round back and got Gnonto. So, well, not got him, but apparently they're going to swoop in or come right back for Gnonto. So Everton have been smelling about and they're sniffing about like a dirty dog with rabies, drooling everywhere all over the ground. But apparently Newcastle, I can actually see that as a move, you know, for Gnonto and Newcastle. They're obviously moving players about a little bit due to FFP, etc. All the shit and the crap that's going on with that. Somerville stuff's gone quiet, but there's some discussions again that potentially that he's moving. 10 million euros for Kamara, that is looking very likely now. Apparently he's off to Rennes, which we knew anyway, but apparently he's going to be doing his medical, if not today, tomorrow. So they're looking to call that in, confirm that come the end of the play Tuesday. It's a weird one with Kamara. I went on Just Joe yesterday and we were discussing it, and I really do like Kamara. But I was sort of just suggesting 10 million euros. We're probably not going to get that for him in, say, a year. Or is he in Faki's long-term plan? Faki. Is he in his long-term plans? I really like Kamara, but at the stage we're in at the moment, it's a massive building process, isn't it? Process, not process. Process. Get them linguistics right, baby. You've distracted me, Badge. Yeah, we're going to get through some players. There's going to be a cycle. You know, players are going to go that you think, oh, why are we getting rid of him now? But that's just how it's going to be, I think. You know, it's going to be players dipping out that, you know, if we can hold on to Somerville, hold on to Gnonto, I don't know. It's going to be tricky. Let's just hold it out. Let's hang it out a bit. See what happens. The Euro's out of the way now, so that's gone. Which I know a lot of the players wasn't at the Euros, but I do think it makes a difference. I think everybody's quite distracted. Maybe teams don't know who's coming back, don't know who's doing this, don't know who's doing that. So, you know, in terms of signing players also, let's just see what happens. There's a lot of talk about that Jaden Bogle guy from Sheffield right back. I'd be well up for that, to be fair, not at any cost. We were speaking yesterday on Just Joe about, you know, whether 49ers are doing it on the cheap. He wasn't suggesting they was doing it on the cheap, but he was asking the question. And I really don't think they are. I think they're keen not to be getting ripped off. I think ultimately it's easy to get ripped off in football. And like Man City never seem to get ripped off. And I think once you start getting ripped off, I think you're consecutively ripped off. I think it goes around like a bad smell, doesn't it, among the teams. All the teams communicate with each other. Ain't no doubt about it. So, you know, it is going to be a case where in 2 years when we're overpaying for players, it's so easy to overpay for players. I like to be quite strict with it, but we do need to obviously bring people in, but be quite strict with it, not just pay dummy money for stuff and then people are happy and think, oh, well, we spent 30 million on him, must be sick. It's like, no, if Kamara's worth 10 million euros and we're letting go of Kamara, who we know is definitely at least a championship standard centre midfielder, 10 million euros, what more do you get for 20 million euros? I think you've got to push to 40, 50 if you're going to get somebody 10 million euros better than Kamara. What I'm saying is you don't, for an extra 10 million euros, you don't get double the player of Kamara, do you? Because if you're getting double the player of Kamara, you're talking silly money, aren't you? Dummy money. So yeah, let's see what happens. Apparently there's a fresh order. Fresh order! Silence! Fresh bid apparently for that Oliver Skip coming in, which I'd be up for. Let's go. Let's just see what happens. See what's popping. Get my single, your mother.
Boom.
JackCity, bitch. JackCity, bitch. Hey!
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games.
promises.